Welcome to Synagogues of Connecticut, Part 6. In this episode, we look at the Jewish houses of worship in New Haven. New Haven itself has a population of about 130,000. The entire metro area has over 800,000. Our first location is Congregation Bikur Cholim Shevet Achim. It is an Orthodox shul. Its rabbi is David Avigdor. Besides Shabbat services, it has a daily morning and evening minyan. Note that the evening minyan is shared with another Orthodox synagogue, affectionately called the Westville Shul, held at one synagogue or the other on alternating months. Westville is the name of the neighborhood in New Haven where these synagogues are located. The fact that it has two names indicates that at one time congregations Bikur Cholim and Shevet Achim merged together. However, we are unable to locate the historical information that certifies this. Our next stop is Conservative Congregation Bethel Kesser Israel. In English, this translates to House of God, Crown of Israel. It has services on a daily basis, both morning and evening. John J. Tilson is the rabbi. He has been its spiritual leader since 1993. As one can surmise, because of its two names, this is also the result of a merger of a couple synagogues. The Rose Street Shul was founded in 1892 and reorganized in 1901 as Congregation Beth HaMedrash HaGadol B'nai Israel. Its location was given up in the late 1950s when forced to move. However, several members of the congregation balked because plans for the new synagogue building centered around having non-Orthodox mixed seating. The results of legal action ended up with a breakaway, continuing religious congregation called B'nai Israel. The new, more conservative synagogue was named Congregation Bethel. At that time, it had 230 members. In 1968, it absorbed a merger with Congregation Kesser Israel, then able to boast 600 members and over 200 children in their Hebrew school. The congregation went on a downward spiral in the 1970s, so that by 1994, it was a third the size with maybe 200 members. Today, the congregation has about 280 member families and about another 200 who are non-member families. Here is Chabad of Yale University. Its director is Rabbi Shua Rosenstein. This branch of Chabad was established in 2002. It has a regularly scheduled Friday night service along with a meal. And then there is Congregation Beth Israel, more affectionately known as the Orchard Street Shul because of its location. The shul is located adjacent to the Yale University neighborhood. It is the remaining synagogue of where once stood several in this neighborhood. It relies on professionals and visitors linked to the university. The synagogue building was built in 1924 and is hailed as an Eastern European Ashkenazi-style structure. The building is on the National Register of Historic Places. Rabbi Mendy Hecht is the spiritual leader. His grandfather was the congregational rabbi from the 1940s to the 1990s. The congregation is Orthodox in practice. This is Yeshivas Beis David Shlomo. It is a high school for boys under the affiliation of Lubavitch. It is also home to the Yeshiva Gedola of New Haven for college-age students. Rabbi Kalmanson is the Rosh Yeshiva. Another name associated with this enterprise is the Rabbinical Institute of New Haven. Here's another Orthodox shul called the Westville Synagogue. Fred Hyman is its rabbi. The congregation was established in the mid-1950s. It was common for up to 1,200 worshippers to attend Yom Kippur services in the 1960s, and after going home to break the fast to return for a dancing fundraiser. In 1962, the congregation of Beth HaMedrash HaGadol merged with the Westville Synagogue to now be called by both names. Another merger occurred in 1974 with the previously mentioned B'nai Israel or Rose Street Shul. Now the synagogue would be called Beth HaMedrash HaGadol B'nai Israel, the Westville Synagogue. There is also a Hillel house at Yale University. The building is officially called the Joseph Slifka Center for Jewish Life at Yale. Its executive director is Rabbi Leah Cohn. For those students who prefer a more orthodox observance of traditions, the building also houses Young Israel of Yale. It holds services both mornings and evenings on a daily basis. Rabbi Shlomo Zugier is considered an associate rabbi at Yale's Slifka Center. He represents the UO, Jewish Learning Initiative. There is also a Young Israel of New Haven. We believe that its current spiritual leader is Rabbi Chagi Rubin. The congregation has been around for more than 75 years. Unfortunately, this is the only information we have on it. This concludes our tour of New Haven's Jewish houses of worship. There are plenty more Connecticut synagogues to be seen. So, bye for now and see you real soon.